It's Miss Tempz right now. Here live with Rakim.
Yes, ma'am. What's good? What's good?
Just witness what you've just done on stage, and I'm absolutely blown away.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You know what I mean? It mean a lot to come over here and get this love, and you know, from you, somebody that's monitoring hip hop over here and showing them what it is, and you know, for you to come through and appreciate like that, man, make me feel, you know, like I did what I do. You know?
Definitely did what you do.
Thank you.
Absolute honor. Like, I wasn't expecting what I've just witnessed on the stage. From beginning to end, the show was flawless.
Thank you.
Every single word was just out there. The crowd was just going absolutely crazy.
See, that you know, that mean a lot. You know what I mean, when you get that response from the crowd. But you know, at the same time, when you execute what you're trying to do, like that's me and Check, my DJ. That's our whole, you know, our whole goal, to get out there and project this the way it's supposed to be put out there. You know what I mean? It ain't too many bells and whistles with my show. It's just me out there, my DJ behind me, and we just get out there and do what we do. So you know, we appreciate when people, you know, respect the realness.
One thing, Rakim, I could feel just the love and the passion for hip hop literally just seeping out of you when you're on the stage.
Thank you. Hold up.
Is that just a part of your entities?
No doubt. You know what I mean? I kind of live for this. You know what I mean? And you know, to get that response from the crowd is really, you know, the best part of this right here. You know, when you sit in the house for hours or sit in the room for hours writing rhymes, the main thing on your mind is the listeners. You know what I mean? The crowd. If it's, you know, if you're thinking of a show, a concert, or if you're just thinking of somebody buying your cassette, sitting in the crib, or buying your CD, sitting in the crib and you know, blasting it out. It just, you know what I mean? It drives you to do what you do. So, you know what I mean? It make it what it is.
In terms of hip hop, it was so alive today. Like, as a hip hop DJ myself, I'm always trying to spread the message, spread the word. Hip hop may be in a coma, but it's still there, it's still alive. And it was definitely in the building tonight at Rescue Rooms. Do you feel that hip hop is alive worldwide, or are we fighting this cause continuously?
Nah, I think what's going on is the listeners is conscious now. We understand, you know, how powerful this genre is. We don't want to see it get watered down, you know what I mean? And it's almost like a warning shot, because, you know, for myself to come through Nottingham and to get that love, that let me know hip hop is still alive, you know what I mean? But it's just good that the listeners is conscious that if we don't do something that, yeah, this could be a turning point where, you know, from this point we listening to pop rap instead of, you know what I mean, or techno rap instead of what we trying to, you know what I mean? So let's be aware, let's keep the, you know, the public aware that, you know, they control the destination of hip hop. Because, you know, if they say yay or nay, is what it is. If I get on stage and I throw in a record and the crowd sit there and look at me and don't say a word, I ain't even gotta tell my DJ now, he gonna take that shit off. I mean, excuse my language, but and that's what, you know, we need for the listeners and the consumer to dictate hip hop, so that, you know, it becomes the artists obeying the fans again. You know what I mean? And not the other way around. So let's get it popping, man. It ain't dead, it could be, but let's stay conscious knowing that, you know, it's a heartbeat away.
Yeah. And hip hop is a feeling, it's a passion, it's a drive, it's a lifestyle.
Yes, ma'am.
And you know, you bigged up the graffiti artists, the MCs, the DJs, you know, there's a whole element that makes up hip hop.
Yes, ma'am. And all of them are important, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's like b-boying is just as important as rhyming, because, like, you know, I don't know, man, but to myself, when I say b-boys, it means something to me, you know what I mean? B-girls, that's like the ultimate hip-hop head, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, we need that. You know, I love when I go to shows and I see the, you know, the poppers and the break dancers out there, you know, doing their thing. It's like, you know, it almost feel like some kind of reunion where you got all the elements in the house, you know what I mean? So, you know, let's keep it alive, man. Hold up.
Do you feel that hip hop has changed from your era of hip hop to today's hip hop?
No doubt, no doubt, big time. And that's because, you know, the tables turn, you know what I mean? You know, hip hop is young in a lot of places now, you know what I mean? So you gotta respect that. You know, years ago in the Bronx when it was young, it was nursery rhymes. You know what I mean? So now, you know, it's in certain places, and it's blowing in a lot of places, and you know, the majority rules. So if it's down south or if it's in the Midwest or wherever it's at, and you know, they young with it, then yeah, we gonna get that young rap. But it's up to everybody to keep the scale where we understand what the foundation of hip hop is. It's okay for a young artist to come out and, you know what I mean, you might have a little, you know, fun with it. It may not be what we do, but if we still have our, you know, our scale where we got that real hip hop over here, that other hip hop won't even matter. You know what I mean? So everybody got to play a part, from the record labels to the radio stations to the artists to the fans, where we keep that balance. And it's okay for, you know, young artists to come out and make a rap song, as long as we got thorough artists with substance that can still make a hip hop song.
Yeah.
So let's keep it balanced.
From New York, is there a massive difference to what things was talking 10, 20 years ago? You got people freestyling in the street. You know, you got the passion for it then. Is it still like that in New York now?
It's still, you still got, you know, the kids is mad passionate about rhyming, but I think it's just we're a little caught up with the direction of New York rap right now.
Okay.
And you know, partially you can blame that on the masses, because the young rappers today, when they hear a certain form on the radio, they think they got to make the same kind of record.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if it's a radio-friendly record, then you got 98% of rappers trying to get on the radio, which is smart, because, you know, it's your livelihood. You know what I mean? If you trying to, you know, become a successful artist, the main thing you want to do is get your song played on the radio. But that's where we start getting into the, you know, what kind of form are we, you know, representing now? Is it the true school? Is it, you know, underground hip hop? Is it rap? Is it techno rap? So the rap is still there, but we just gotta make sure that, you know, we still got our, you know, true rappers. You know, you need a little consciousness. You need some of that, you know, the element where we know, okay, that sounds like the, you know, where hip hop originated from. That's that grimy hip hop. So, you know, we got to make sure we keep, you know, all the elements involved. And I mean, you know, lyrical elements and, you know, musical and things of that nature. But, you know, everything kind of, you know, helps the other. So make sure that we, you know, for my New York listeners out there, man, that's writing, make sure that y'all don't get deterred from what y'all want to be. Don't let the record label tell you you're supposed to make radio-friendly songs. Make what you feel, you know what I mean? Make what's from your heart, and then hopefully a couple of those will become radio songs, something they can play on the radio. But don't shoot to make a radio song. Make what's from your heart and let them sort out what you did and let them do what they want.
Yeah, because hip-hop, it's an art form. It's about flows, it's placement, it's patterns, and I think a lot of people have definitely lost that, like you said. You know, they want their PRS, they want to get paid off radio. And that's why I educate people with your songs, because you are the master, and without your lyrics and the songs that you put out and the albums, Fear and Munchers, Most Defs, Eminems, they just would not exist, because they've had to follow your formula to be the lyricists that they are today.
That's love right there, you know what I mean? And you know, to hear that, you know, that's one of the things that keep me going as well. To know, to influence the consumer is one thing, but when you influence your peers, especially in the rap game, how, you know, it's so hard to get respect from your peers in the rap game. So, you know, to do that, man, and to, you know, influence my peers is like, you know, a blessing in the rap game. So.
Because you actually started as a drummer, right?
Well, I played the saxophone. Yeah. Played the saxophone when I was a little kid in school, and you know, every little kid, you know, you get in the music room, you play your instrument, then after you finish, you put that down and go get on the drums. Get off the drums! So, you know, one of them things, but yeah, you know, I love the drums, and you know, the sax was that was my microphone back then, you know what I mean? And like learning how to play the sax, learning how to read music, learning music, it gave me a deep understanding of rap music, you know what I mean? Like a lot of my flows, I was trying to mimic sax solos, John Coltrane, yeah, you know what I mean? Like the rhythms they was using, I was dropping words in them rhythms, and you know what I mean? So you know, big up to, you know, the jazz roots and, you know, real music instruments. And, you know, if you're a rapper, don't think, you know, picking up an instrument is corny, man. You can kind of, you know, get a better grasp on learning music. And, you know, it just makes you that more informed about music, you know what I mean? So get as deep as you can, man. Yeah. Because a lot of people feel that, you know, the rap genre, we don't get a lot of credit for what we doing. They feel it's rap music or whatever, but you know what I mean? You got people that really, you know, put time and blood, sweat, and tears in this, man. And, you know, don't get it twisted. You don't have to pick up an instrument in order to be a musician. So, you know, let's do it. Let's show this hip hop is what it is, man. Hold up.
Is it true on the back of Paid in Full, there's a picture of the real 50 Cent?
No doubt.
Yeah?
No doubt.
Wow.
Yeah. Hold up. My man Preem over there, 4 Green. You know, that was his brother on the cover too, with the big doopy cables, and you know what I mean? My man here, he been around since day one, but he never like taking pictures and shit. But yeah, man, it's you know, the New York Connect, man, you know, it was crazy. And you know, I got a chance to come up around, you know, some of the elders that New York has seen or heard about, and you know, just experiencing some of the things that was going on just made me a deeper and you know, just an iller and more ferocious lyricist, man. So you can blame that on, you know, some of the cats that was on the album cover. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean, just made everything right, man. Just, you know, all the pieces to the puzzle was there, and you know, it just popped off.
Is there any European or is there any artists that you know of that you're feeling, that you're listening to?
Yeah, right now, man, I just got finished listening to my man Juggernaut, man, blow off like, you know, 2,000 bars up in the bang bang, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We just, you know what I mean? We connecting right now. But yeah, man, it's a blessing to see that you know, it's big over here. And they going at it the way they supposed to, you know what I mean? When you know, you come halfway across the world and it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, all right. So, you know, keep doing what you do, you know what I mean? And for all the other rappers and the artists out here, man, you know, it's a beautiful thing coming from where we came from, where it started in basements and, you know what I mean, and little rooms and shit like that. Excuse my language. We always hoped that it would be big.
Yeah.
So when you come all the way over across seas and you hear artists rhyming just the way, you know, we rhyme back in New York, that lets you know that it's official now, it's in full bloom and the world love it.
Is there future plans to work with Premier?
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. We were supposed to link up before I came out, but I was running around and he's doing a couple projects now as well. But as soon as I get back and start on another album, man, I definitely want to get them elements from some of my, you know, old albums on this joint. Premier's the link, you know what I mean? We were speaking about him before in the interview, you know what I mean? He's like one of my all-time favorite producers, man. So big up Primo, R.I.P. Google, peace.
Rakim, I just want to say thank you so much for coming to Nottingham, for taking the time out of your life to still spread the message of hip hop. I think literally every single person has left Rescue Rooms tonight inspired. Every rapper's gonna go home and write a rap.
Yeah, that's
no
dope.
doubts about it.
That's dope.
Every
and that's what we
it.
try to do. You know what I mean? And because I know, like when I was young and I went and seen the Cold Crush for the first time, I don't think I went to sleep that night. I went home all night, right? You know what I mean? I was like, yo, I just seen Grandmaster Caz. You know what I mean? Big up Nottingham, man. I love y'all. Thanks for the love and support, you know, through the years. And like I said, man, that 6-7 day boat ride is nuts. I'll be back, you know what I mean? I'll be back. No.
And you've just heard Rakim here with Miss Tempz, breaking it down in terms of hip hop right there.